I swear to you, what I'm about to tell isn't fiction, it's something that happened to me. Something I'm still not sure how to process. It was winter of 2015. Me and 3 close friends, Zandy decided to go camping in the remote mountains of Colorado, and we planned everything obsessively. Boots, compass, food, gear, but somewhere along the way, our GPS glitched and led us down an unmarked snowy road deeper into a forest that should not have had a trail. Until suddenly, just before dusk, we stumbled into what looked like a perfectly prepared campground fire ring surrounded by untouched logs, wooden benches aligned neatly, a large tarp strung between pines. Everything so pristine that we joked we'd won the campsite lottery. We hurried to set up under that tarp, lit the fire, boiled water, shared stories. Then as darkness swallowed the woods, the forest fell unnaturally silent, like someone muted the world. And then we heard a whistle, 3 notes long, echoing first from our right, then left, then straight behind us as if rotating around us in a circle, low, then high, rhythmic. Ali laughed nervously, calling it a prank. Imran said maybe it's hunter's butt, it continued, predictable yet impossible. And each time the pitch changed, as though someone was tracing a hidden circuit around our circle. We froze, hearts pounding, until around 2 a.m. I felt felt like breath right behind me, so close it chilled my neck. But when I turned, nothing was there. Daylight dawned slowly, and when it came, the sight was gone. Signs vanished, the fire grate gone, benches gone, even the tarp just smooth, undisturbed snow. Except our boots had clear footprints leading in, with no footprints leading out. Our gear lay half buried miles from any trail. In shock, we tried to drive out. Our compass spun uselessly. The GPS remained dead. Every direction looked identical. Tall pines, white snow, silent emptiness, and then the whistle came again, softer this time, but accompanied by footprints forming around us in concentric circles. Footprints that weren't ours. No shoes, no depth, just hollow impressions. Imran screamed and ran toward the noise, vanishing instantly into the whiteness, and never came back. Zain sank to his knees, digging through snow, uncovering a wooden placard partially buried. Carved in neat letters, 20 or 30 names. Weathered but one stood out in fresh red. My own name, spelled exactly, dated exactly with the day's date. My finger bled a drop on the wood, no cut, just oozing blood from within. Ali grabbed me, pulled me away, said we had to go, but as we staggered toward what felt right, the forest shifted, rearranged trees, trails twisted, until we reached the edge on the 4th day. But when I got home, I wasn't the person who left. I avoid silence now because when everything goes quiet, I can hear again that 3-note whistle faintly, and sometimes I catch my reflection in the window late at night. It doesn't blink back. The twist? I was the only one left. The others disappeared, but somehow my name was already etched there before I walked in. And maybe the real question, ISNT, whether that campsite ever existed, whether I existed before it did. I know I should have resisted, but the fear twisted inside me into something almost hypnotic. A voice in my head kept whispering, "You've already been here before," and against all logic, I stepped onto the first stair. It groaned under my weight. Then the second, the walls closed in tighter, and by the time I reached the 3rd step, the air felt thicker, like breathing through water. I reached the 4th, and my ears popped. A high-pitched hum filled my skull. Then the 5th step, and everything went black, but not like before, not just darkness. This time it was like I fell through the house, or the house fell through me, and in every reflection, there was a different version of me. I opened my eyes, and I was standing in an endless hallway, mirrors lining both sides, bleeding, dying, smiling, screaming. And one of them looked directly at me and mouthed the words, "You, Dan T, belong in your body anymore." I stood frozen in that endless hallway of mirrors, every version of me staring back like I was the one out of place. My reflections didn't mimic me anymore, they were moving on their own. One of them raised a hand when I didn't. Another one smiled a broken, crooked smile, while I stood stone-faced. And the worst one was just screaming, a silent, eternal scream with blood pouring from its eyes. I tried to turn around. There was no turning around. There was no door, no floor, no ceiling, just glass, just me. Not physically, but psychologically. Like the space in my mind was shrinking. The versions of me they were trying to replace me, I could feel it. And then they started to step forward out of the mirrors, one by one. I backed away, heart hammering, breath shallow. That's when the walls started closing in, my own voice, whispering from behind my teeth. I collapsed to the floor, covering my head, whispering to myself, "Wake up, wake up, wake up," but I wasn't asleep. That's when I heard the voice again. "You should have never come here. But now that you have, you'll never leave." And I understood. The house never wanted to kill me. It wanted to keep me as one of its reflections. Trapped in a loop, a broken echo in a place that doesn't exist on any map. No roads in, no exits out. The real me, the original me, never made it back. And if you ever take a wrong turn on some forgotten road in Arizona and find a house that looks too perfect, too quiet, don't go inside. Because if you do, someday you'll see your reflection blink at you. Before you do,